AccuQuilters, happy Thursday. I am Pam Hiller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert.
And I am Erica, AccuQuilt's creativity expert.
Welcome to today's special event called Bob Bonanza. Today, Erica and I will be sharing fun tips and tricks to help you make the most of some of our most popular block on board dies. We have some great ones to show.
We do, but that's not all we have.
Yes.
Today we are going to give you an exclusive sneak peek into July's Die to Try.
Yes, see all of the
Everybody's peeking.
July's Die to Try will truly help you reach the stars with your quilting, and it has been so much fun to work with. I've made so many different variations of that block.
She's made some really fun ones.
I'm really
too.
excited. So be sure to tune in next Tuesday at 12 noon Central Time for the actual launch, but we're gonna have a full trunk show and inspiration using that.
That's right.
But today you gotta stay tuned to the end.
You gotta stay tuned till the end. So we've got a lot of fun. Don't worry, we're gonna keep you busy for the next period of time. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started. As always, we have planned for you a lot of fun. We've got some great prizes, wait till you see, exciting project ideas, trunk shows galore, and a special offer.
Now, quilters, we have mentioned for the entire month of June, there will be a price increase that's taking place tomorrow, July 1st. And this price increase is to help us keep up with fuel cost and raw material sourcing. The price increase increases are being put into effect so that we can continue to offer our customers the best quality products.
Right, but with that said, we do have some special deals to help you save before those new prices take effect at midnight. To get your order in during this show, open a new tab in your browser, type in AccuQuilt.com/party to see the deals and place your order. That way, you're not going to miss a minute of the show.
Now, our warehouse team is standing by, right?
Yes, in the heat.
In the heat. So the first offer we have is that promo code SAVE25. This code will take 25% off cutters. Today's a great day to get the Ready, Set, Go or that Go Big.
Right.
25% off dies, cubes, and bundles. Some exclusions apply for this offer, such as our newer products that we've released in the last couple of months.
Right.
So check the website for details. But we have some great dies included in that Save 25.
And the second offer that we've got for you today is free shipping if you live in the contiguous U.S. when your order reaches $100 or more. No code needed to redeem that offer.
You can also find many of our products at your local AccuQuilt retailer. To find the retailer closest to you, check out the store locator at the top of the page at AccuQuilt.com.
So quilt now and pay later. For more information on financing through AccuQuilt, visit AccuQuilt.com/financing. All right, we are talking bobs or block on boards for today's show, and we're taking a deeper look at some of our favorites. We're going to kick it off with the Go Crossroads die. Now this is a 9-inch finished block. Let's take a look at it here.
Here is our finished block.
There we go. This is a super versatile block. We were just blown away by all of the variations, all the great things you can do. It pairs up with so many other dies really well.
Right, and you're gonna see in our trunk show different ways to use this die and the different colorways. That's the other thing, like all of the bobs we show you today, they're available on our Go Quilt program.
Yes.
So think about, changing up the colorway depending on the season or those kind of things. So this is our Crossroads die. It finishes to 9 inches.
Yep.
So let's look at the bob right here.
Yes.
So Erica, let's tell everybody what a bob is.
So the bob, like I said, is a block on board, and that means we've got all the shapes on the die board to make the block. And so some of the features you're going to see in all of our great bob dies are the two-tone foam, of course, so you can see where the shapes are, the screen printed letters so you can keep track of those shapes as well.
And look here, it's hard to see because there's a blade there, but there are actually 2 of shape B and 2 of shape D.
And 4 of shape E.
Okay, and I want to talk about this because we had this question yesterday in AccuQuilt Live. How do you know if the shape on the die is a quarter square triangle or a half square triangle? And I thought that was a great question.
It is.
You always want that lengthwise grain of the fabric to go against the lengthwise blades. And you're going to know that it's a quarter square triangle if that grain is on the outside.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's great. And it has a pentagon shape.
It does. It does. And we're going to talk about that just a little bit.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. It's kind of divided by fabric or by colors.
Yes.
So shape A is the middle of our block.
Okay.
And then you're going to need all 3 colors for shape B. And here's C. We're just going to cut some pieces and show you how it all goes together.
Perfect.
And then here is shape E. The pattern will tell you how to subcut the fabric.
Yes.
And you and I feel like, have made videos for all of these.
We have. We have. So if you want more information, if you want block assembly directions, if you want detailed videos on how to put those blocks together while Miss Pam is cutting, go to the product page for the die, scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to find those block assembly directions. For this one, you're going to find a coloring page, and you're going to find our video as well. One of the really cool things about this block is this is a 9-inch block, and it's a 3x3 grid, 3 units across, 3 units down. So these units are going to work really well with units made with your 6-inch cube.
Yes, because it's divisible by that 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, for this is on a 6x24 die board. It's going to fit through all of our
That's
cutters,
right.
including that Go Me. But today, don't forget the Ready, Set, Go and the Go Big 25% off.
Yes.
Shipped to you free if you live in the contiguous U.S.
Yes, indeed.
All right,
I'll move my water.
We're going to slide, don't lift, please. Yes.
So to build this, we're going to start kind of from the center.
Yes.
Let's put our center square. Here, if I move that.
Here, we'll move this down so Justin
Yeah.
can see. Thank you.
All right. Then we've got our rectangle units. Now, these are 3 strips to make this unit. So this is actually a thinner rectangle than what comes in the cube. So that makes it kind of
people
fun.
ask us all the time.
Yeah, this is the thinner unit than what comes in the cube.
Yeah,
Now,
look
of course,
at that.
we've got seam allowances that are going to
Right.
come into play, so don't panic.
We're going to move it down just a little bit, and then
Okay.
we'll build that corner up here.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Okay, so this is going to be on
We wanna
both
go up?
sides. Yeah, we'll go up one.
Okay.
So right here?
Yep.
Yep. She knew. I was just trying to help her there. All right, now this piece here, this corner right here, you're going to have to piece together, and it's super cool. Okay, and did we not make a test block so we knew
We did.
how to line
We did.
that up?
We did.
Right, so this should match
Mm-hmm.
the outside pieces, and then the pentagons should match
Yes.
the inside. Okay, now we're going to show you, because these are quarter square triangles, not half square triangles. So how you lay them on these pentagon is important.
It
So
is.
I'm going to move it away from there for a
There we
minute
go.
so you can see.
There we go. And you're going to know because you want the dog ears to match and you want this straight edge. So when you put this together to sew it, see how the dog ear matches up with that perfectly? That's how you know it's going to fit.
Yes, and it's hard
Okay.
to show right here because of the seam allowance.
Right.
But let me tell you, we know
Yes.
some things.
Yes, we do.
And when I constructed this block, and I think you did this the same way, I sewed all of these blocks together
Mm-hmm.
because you can just chain piece. And then I sewed all of those blocks together.
Now, the other tip that's going to help you out is remembering that you're keeping that lengthwise grain to the outside.
Right.
But they are small pieces.
They are, and they're super cute though.
They are super cute.
Oh, here, look.
Oh, well, there you go.
There. Look at us, knowing some stuff.
There we go. Seam allowances. Who knew?
I know, who knew? All right.
Okay.
All right, so this is the Crossroads block. It is truly one of my favorite 9-inch blocks.
It is so versatile. So here are our top tips for working with the Go Crossroads
I
die.
have tips.
Now, as we just discussed, the first thing is be sure to line up shape E correctly, matching up your dog ears. The second unit is that these units are all going to finish to 3 inches, so they will work super well with your 6-inch and your 12-inch cubes.
Yes.
Now, last but not least, press open all your seams. It's going to really help you get a nice flat block in the end and reduce the bulk.
Yeah, it is. All right, and hey, I think this is part of our Save 25 today.
I think it is,
All
and you
right.
want to get it before those prices go up. Remember, that's midnight tonight.
And don't forget, our sneak peek's coming up here in just a few minutes.
Oh, yes, wait till you see.
Okay.
All right, so let's take a look at another one.
All right, this was out of stock for a long time.
Yes, it
It
was.
is now back in stock, and this is another great bob. This is called our Go Goose Tracks die.
Yes.
And I think that this is really, again, a fun, versatile block. It looks like flowers here. You could use it for Christmas. It would look like poinsettias.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, those kinds of fun things. Again, change the colorway using AccuQuilt, all right?
Yes.
And this die, again, is divided by colors. So here, we'll put right here so Mr. Justin can see.
Right.
So A and C are the center block here, and this. It comes with its own sashing.
Look at that.
Look at that.
And that sashing, as you look at the samples that we're going to show you, you'll see how that comes into play.
Right. And then all of these here are the sashing, and these are half square triangles. We're going to sew them together. Down here is shape D, and that's what makes the petals.
Yes.
Okay, Erica, people ask us all the time, can you make this with the cube?
Answer is no, because those shape Ds are actually diamonds. D stands for diamond in this case.
Yes.
And that is not what comes in your cube. What comes in your cube is actually a parallelogram.
And we talk about that a lot, and
We
how that's
do.
a directional shape, whereas diamonds, you can just lay your fabric right here.
That's
so
right.
Again, we've subcut our fabric according
Yes.
to the pattern, right?
Got our-
Make a test block, all right?
Yes.
Now, one of the things that quilters are going to ask us about this block, hold on, I just love this fabric.
I do too.
Okay, is does this block have Y seams?
No, it doesn't, Pam.
None Y seams. You would think maybe right here there would be a Y seam. No, we took 2 half square triangles and put it in the corner for you.
Exactly. We built
you're
it so you
welcome.
don't have to do those Y seams,
Right.
because we know how you feel about those.
And this,
They're really not that scary, but we know how a
not.
lot of quilters feel about that.
this is also on a 6x24 cutting, or on a 6x24 die board, so you could use it in your Go Big and Erica, or in your Go Me. But we want to make sure you have a 6x24 cutting.
Yes, using a larger mat, you're going to have some slippage, so that's never a good idea. All right, we're going to take a look at how to put this one.
Turn the handle in the summer.
It is too hot to do
upgrade
that.
to the Go Big while it's
That's
on
right. That's
All right. We're gonna
right.
Slide, don't lift.
All right. So super easy layout here. We're going to start with that center square.
Yep.
You
Here,
say,
we'll
and
move
we're
it
going to
down.
build it.
And it's going to be hard to see it on the green, but it's okay. Everybody.
Well, we'll put white by it so that you can
Yeah.
see it stand out more.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
And then from there, you're going to see that this is going to go.
Yeah, we're just going to build.
We're going to build.
Can we build this one?
We can.
Okay. Perfect.
I was just going to put them both there.
No, I wasn't rushing. I'm just super happy to be here.
All right, go ahead.
No, you can do it. Here, let's go. It's like children. All right, so these are going to go here. All right, and we're going to do the same color. This is why I did 2 colors.
Right.
And again, we have the specialized dog ears, right? So these are going to line up perfectly
Yes.
as we sew these together.
Now here's the thing with these triangles. These half square triangles are 2 different sizes.
Yes.
Your smaller ones go on the sides.
Yes.
The larger ones go in the center.
Right, so you're going to sew these half square triangles together, and it's going to make the square, and that's why, Erica, right, we don't have a Y seam.
Right, and basically you're doing mirror images and
Right.
then sewing
You
on
want to put some half
the
square
stem
triangles
pieces. Oh, I would love to.
there, just to make everybody,
Okay,
to show everybody.
show everybody how they,
Yeah.
well, oh, why am I not there? Because I'm doing it wrong.
Because you're doing it wrong, but now you're right. There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Seam allowance.
And again, with this, do you not love this block?
I really do. I really do.
Again, with this, I'm going to sew all of my flowers together. I'm going to follow the pattern. And you're doing mirror images, right?
Right.
So you're going to create this side first and this side first, sew them together, and then add that
piece.
shape right here, that shape C. And then do the sashing, which it comes with.
Right.
And okay, so when we talk about the value of our product, let's just real quick look at this die. So it has
A little square.
and it has big half square triangles and small half square triangles.
Medium.
And medium half square triangles and diamonds and rectangles. All of these shapes, none of these shapes are found in your cube to this
Right,
size.
right.
So it's really cool to sew them together. And then I keep a list I just started doing this recently with some of our new bobs.
Yes.
To say, okay, this has a rectangle that is this size.
Right, right.
And then you can create a little spreadsheet. So when you're looking for rectangles, you can say, oh, I need a rectangle that's,
Right.
2.5 by 3.5 finished. Oh, it's on my Crossroads die.
Right. It's also on the cutting equivalency chart.
It is.
That you can find on our website.
It is. I like to keep track of them by shape.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a little crazy like that. But half square triangles and squares.
Yes.
Half square triangles my all-time favorite shape.
Yes. And you know what? This shape B is great for making piano keyboarders.
Yes. Yeah. So the value is not just in the block that it creates.
No, but in
the
all the other
shapes
shapes that you're getting as
come
well.
on the die board. Okay, we're taking our parts and pieces.
All right. So we've got some tips, right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
yes.
grab the stiletto because that's one of the things
Oh, listen.
while you're over there.
They were not allowing me to hold the stiletto.
We're letting her hold it
So,
now, then I'm going to take it from her.
Yeah, here, I'll show you the block.
But with those smaller pieces, it's going to be really helpful to give you a hand. You can use it to help you guide your pieces through the machine.
Yeah.
You can also help you hold those tiny pieces when you're pressing them.
Right, and notice we've pressed our block open here, and then these we've actually pressed to the center. But
Yes.
this is going to help you with that.
And that's in our tips section.
It is. Oh, Erica's going to talk about our tips.
No, you
so
can
here's
talk
our
about
top
the
tips, working with the Goosetrax die, and they're going to make me put this away.
Yes.
Okay, the die lets you make the block with no Y seams, none. Press almost all of your seams open. For the flowers is where you want to press those seams open. And then when you're sewing the middle sashing, you're going to press towards the strip and shape B
Yes.
so that your seams will nest.
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right. So I have now taken back the stiletto.
Put it over here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. And I think we should take a look at some of the projects that we made with these great dies.
Till you see. All right.
Wait till you see. I love this one because I love the fabric. But
And I'm going to hold it big and tall and stand back so you can
Yes.
see how it really works.
So this is the Go Rolling Rings Throw Quilt pattern by Melanie Call of A Bit of Scrap Stuff. She's used fun Moda fabric that
job,
has
Moda.
scissors and pins and stitching and all kinds of fun sewing designs on it. And I love how it gradates down to the blue, through the peaches and the pinks and the blues.
And I think that it's fun to look at that different gradient because you could totally do it for all the seasons, right?
Yes.
You could. I see this one like in blues and whites for winter,
It would be great for
right?
that.
Wouldn't
yeah.
that be pretty for winter?
You
But
could make
good
it
job,
red, white, and
Melanie.
blue for 4th of July.
You
And
could.
I think this is one of the quilts that actually started Pam on her stripe binding
It is
kick.
actually. So for 2022, all of the quilts that I finish have stripe binding, and Melanie started me on this. And then you can
Did.
see the back because the fabric is
Fabric is so
darling.
cute.
Hey, we have scissors on our website.
Oh, we do.
Karen K. Buckley scissors.
Yes. All right, now this is such a fun one. This is Go Crossing Paths Throw Quilt Pattern. It's by Amanda Harward of Larkspur Quilts. She's used Timeless Treasures fabrics, and this is what I mean about this being a super versatile block. Look how fun it is. This is the crossed canoes block.
Yes.
It's also a block on board. It's a great, easy block on board, fun to work with, and it gives you such great different designs when you pair it up
Yes.
with the Crossroads
And it
die.
gives it a whole different look, right? It looks
does.
like pieces of wood and maybe like a puzzle pieces. And you loved the green or the green. The
I
orange
love
and
this,
blue,
the navy. I
Navy
love
and the
that
blue.
navy. It's
Yeah.
just very striking to me.
orange. And then here's the back. Melanie does a great job. She often inspires me.
She does.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is Go to the Piazza Throw Quilt. This one is by Gina Jempasaw
Oh,
of
Gina.
Gem Hill Quilts.
Gina.
This is so fun. This is Hoffman, California International Fabrics. These are batiks that you're seeing. And she's used her cube.
She has. She has used, I'm reading the back.
The
She used her
9-inch
9-inch
cube.
cube and her companion angles.
Yes.
So talk about the center, Erica, because
So
that's the part that's super
Here's
cool.
here's how she made it look like a flower with how she arranged her fabrics for the center. And then what she did that was so clever was take that corner unit
Right there.
right here, and by putting the same color on both sides, it makes this X design. She's used it as cornerstones.
Yeah, and then the center, that little point, is triangle and a square.
So here is triangle and a square from
Angles.
angles. And
Yeah.
here's our trapezoid.
Just so
Half
cool.
square triangles, square.
Yep.
Really cool.
I feel like, oh, and the back is beautiful because the quilting is so pretty.
It's
on the
really
back. I don't
fun.
know if we can see
Very
that. There we
flowy.
go. Good job, Justin.
Very flowy.
It is flowy. That's a
All right.
good word.
Next one is the Go Gold Coast Goose Tracks wall hanging. This is by Marianne Fontana of Fontana Originals. Again, she's used Hoffman fabrics. This yellow batik is so bright and fun. It's
It
just
is.
very sunny and friendly.
It is, and I like the two tones in it. And then she was super clever because she used her cube in the center, but show her we used she made
Flying geese for the borders.
in the border.
And it just really sets it off. So she made those blocks and she set them on point.
Yep.
She used the 9-inch setting triangles
Yes.
to set them on point, made it super easy to do that. She used her cube to do the square and a square, or the square on point here in the corner. Great use of cubes and a bob together.
And flying geese in every cube, shapes 4 and 5.
There you go. All right, this is fun. This is the Go Goose Tracks on Point wall hanging pattern. This is by Christina Brinkerhoff. She's
Thank you,
Center
Christina.
Street Quilts. And here's where you really see that sashing come into play.
Because you think she added extra sashing.
But
did
when
not.
she puts the blocks on point and puts them up next to each other, it makes its own sashing design.
Isn't that cool?
And again, you want those 9-inch setting triangles. I bet they're part of that Save 25.
Save 25, yep. And the 9-inch setting square, right?
Yep.
And then here's the quilting on the back, just swirlies.
Swirly, swirly, swirly.
All right, quilters, all of our patterns are available as free downloads on the AccuQuilt website. Be sure to get your patterns downloaded before your die arrives. You'll be ready to go.
All right, well, it wouldn't be a Bob Bonanza without a Bob giveaway.
That is right. So we're gonna give away a Go Crossroads
Yes.
9-inch finished die to a lucky viewer who registered for today's show.
All right, let's do it. The lucky winner of a Go Crossroads die is, drum roll please, Judy H. from Blue Springs, Missouri. Congratulations.
Judy, you're gonna love this die. Don't forget, our sneak peek is coming up, and
Yes.
we're gonna give away the upcoming July die to try. A little later in the show, be sure to stick around to see if you've won. So Erica, so far we showed Crossroads and
Goose Tracks?
Goose Tracks. They're part of the Save 25. Think about strip dies. Think about setting triangles and cubes.
Yes.
Great day to upgrade to a cutter. All of
Yes.
those part of the Save 25.
That's right. Quilters, all day we've been talking about what we're going to do with the 4th of July weekend coming up.
Because food is involved.
Food is always involved.
Yes.
So we want to know, what are your plans for the holiday weekend?
There is no voting poll today, so let us know in the comment section wherever you stream the show. Okay, so this weekend is my happy birthday weekend, in case none of you
In case none of
that.
us knew, because she's only reminded us 10 times a day for the last weeks.
For weeks, I feel like it happens. So I am celebrating my happy birthday on Saturday, and then on Monday we're having friends and family over for a big
Fun.
Yeah, we just do a big potluck, and we food and do fireworks in the yard, or not in the yard, in the driveway. What are you going to do?
I've got family coming over for breakfast on the 4th.
Excellent.
And then we're going over to my daughter's house for a little smoked meat,
See, it's the 4th.
homemade ice cream, all the good stuff.
I am sewing.
Oh, the rest of the time I will be in my basement
It is going to
sewing.
be like 97
Yes.
degrees in
Yes,
Nebraska.
the dog and I will be in the basement sewing if you
So,
need us.
In the comment sections, let us know, what are you doing this weekend for the 4th of July?
That's right.
All right, back to our Bonanza. If you're looking for a bob to make a big impression, take a look at the Go Carpenter's wheel.
That's right.
All right, hold on here. Ugh, I love it. Okay, so this is, you're gonna see little sticky notes, and that's to help us.
Those are our crib notes.
Yeah, it's crib notes. Okay, so this makes an 18-inch block. It's the only
Yes.
bob that we have that can make an 18-inch block. But can you make an 18-inch block with your 12-inch cube, Erica?
Oh, why, yes, you can, Miss Pam.
You can.
Every
and-
day.
Yes, and that 12-inch cube, probably part of that Save 25.
Oh, I bet it is.
Shipping free to the contiguous
There
US.
you go.
All right, so this is a stunning, stunning.
It really is.
And I think that the thing that I love most about it is that it's great for a quick tabletop, or you could add strip dies to it. It could make a mini quilt or a wall hanging, or even the medallion for a center for a quilt.
Oh, yes.
So many things to do.
But then again, at 18 inches, you have a really large quilt that you can put together with really very few squares quickly, too.
Yes. All right, hold
So
on.
let's take a look at the die here.
So again, another die that has, well, first of all, everything is screen printed.
Yes.
So you can keep track of your pieces. Specialized dog ears. Okay, do you remember before you had AccuQuilt and how long it took you to cut off dog ears of things? So long.
So long.
So long. Sometimes I would cheat and just not cut them. I
Yes.
just didn't even care.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
we've
too.
cut them off for you. But again, another great die that has quarter square triangles and 2 sizes of half square triangles.
And diamonds.
And diamonds.
And remember, diamonds are not in your
Parallelograms.
cubes.
Parallelograms are a directional shape.
Yes.
Yeah. So let us lay down our fabric.
So again, all the great features of our Bob dies that you find here. So the screen printed letters are right here.
And someone we saw, I can't remember, made this so scrappy. Maybe
Yes, it
wasn't
was
me.
super fun.
Maybe it wasn't me.
I don't
made
know.
one that was kind of scrappy. But so think about it. So maybe you have some scraps that are this
Right.
big or this big. You could totally, you make this whole carpenter's wheel
You know,
scrappy.
I made a kind of a scrappy one for Brooks for his birthday. I took the scraps from the quilt that I made for him when he was born.
Okay.
And I made this block, just one of these, as a wall hanging for his room for his first birthday.
I remember this. Okay.
And it's adorable.
And again, this block, you're going to think, oh, there's some Y seams. None.
No.
None.
No.
We're going to
there
cut
are no
some
Y
pieces and
seams.
show you how to make this.
Absolutely.
I made one out of grunge that I love forever.
She will not
Yeah.
let go.
Yeah, it was so pretty. And I'm going to make it as a medallion. I haven't figured out what to do after that. Okay, give it some love, slide, don't lift. Again, this is on a 10 by 24 die board.
Right.
So it'll fit through our Go and our Go Big.
Absolutely.
Make sure you have a 10 by 24 mat. Ah,
Oh, yes.
triangle.
That's important.
okay,
Because if the blades aren't covered with the mat, what happens?
nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing happens. All right, now, here's a little crib note.
Yes, Brock?
Hi, Brock. Okay, we're going to show you how to make one section.
Right.
It's mirrored.
Yes.
Really important to read the instructions and know what you're doing. So you're going to sew this strip together
Right.
and this strip together.
Right.
And then add the other sections. So
That's
don't
right.
get all wonky and start to like build the block without that. Okay, so I'm going to move it here so Erica can just build one little corner. And I laid down because it has 3 different sizes.
It does have 3
of
different
triangles.
sizes of triangles, and so that's important. So we've got, so keep in mind your B's are going to be your
I think
outer
you're out of the
triangles.
shot,
Whoops.
Erica.
Okay.
Here, I'll move this down.
Okay. So your size B, your B's are going to be out here. And again,
Keep track of your B's.
your B's are going to be here and here. So you can do some really fun, you can get a totally different look by how you range your
we go.
colors. So if we used our background color for all 3 in the corner, instead of just the one, you're
Right.
going to have a totally different looking block than if you used background in the corner and then these 2.
Right.
It's going to look totally different
Right.
for you. So then we're just going to kind of alternate basically our diamonds.
Right.
And they fit so well together.
Well, and I think that it's fun because it gives that look of folding, right? It gives
Right.
that negative space kind of thing here.
All right, we're
Yeah,
running
there you
into
go.
that whole seam allowance
There
thing.
you go. There is a seam allowance.
There is a seam allowance. You get over here.
There you go.
There. And you're going
Okay.
to get over here.
And then when Erica comes down here, this is D.
Right, so then D is going to come down here for this part.
Yeah.
Then we've got our C's,
Yep,
which
so
are
there's
going
a
to
diamond
build
there.
down here.
Yep. And it's going to go like this because there's a
Oh,
diamond
that's
down
right.
here.
There is a diamond down there.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're going to build the block according to the pattern, but keep in mind that C is right here, right? This is a quarter square triangle because look where that bias is.
Yes.
Right? Lengthwise grain is what you want. There you go.
Right.
There you go. We have so many of these pieces. Here, look, we could do it here.
No, that's a half square
That
triangle.
is a half square triangle. Okay? So look at that. Again, it's mirror images, and we're
Right.
going to give you some tips on how to sew the block. But doesn't that look so cool?
It is so cool.
I like it a lot.
It is so cool. There's so many fun things you can do. So Pam and I made videos, remember, on how to sew each of these new blocks.
All of
that
them.
you can find on the product page at AccuQuilt.com. So let's take a look at our tips. So first we're going to say go ahead and lay out your entire block. That's what I did. It really helped me get the look that I wanted. The next thing is to chain piece those strips together. Remember, you're making mirror images.
Right.
And last but not least, go ahead, use your stiletto, press all of those seams open, because otherwise you're going to have too much bulk, and this way it's going to go together perfectly.
Right. And on our website, we have the little shovel iron, which is what I use, and then we have the new Steam Fast, the little
Which is
mini
what I
iron.
use.
Yeah, but when you're done with that block, give it a really good press.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So let's take a look at some samples.
Yes.
All right.
These are free downloadable patterns at AccuQuilt.com.
Okay, this is one of our favorites.
It is.
This is the Go Casablanca wall hanging pattern, and it's by Gina Gempasaw of Gem Hill Quilts. She's used Timeless Treasures fabric, and this is a medallion style. So here she's got it in the center. Now she did change it up. She's got, you know, she didn't use the same background all here. She changed it up and pulled that color out towards this cool corner treatment.
Which she made with the 6-inch cube.
How clever is
And
that?
how clever is that? It totally looks like a mirrored corner, right? You know, like you would hang this somewhere.
I love the look.
It's fancy. It's fancy,
It
Gina.
is fancy.
Good job.
It is.
And here's the back.
Cute, floral, very Moroccan. It really
Right.
does have
And
that feel.
sometimes I think we think, oh, you know, we have to make, you know, a whole big quilt.
Right.
You just make,
Make a wall hanging. I love wall hangings.
That'd be great.
All right, the next one's behind
Here,
us.
we love this one.
Yes, this is the Co Carpenter's Point Throw Quilt pattern by Amanda Harward of Larkspur Quilts. She's used Timeless Treasures fabrics.
And we had never seen it in person until today, and Amanda, we love it. Okay, so here is the carpenter wheel block, right? And then here she's used her 6-inch setting triangles, right?
Right, because she's used the 6-inch square, the big shape from the 12-inch cube,
Yep.
to go around it and alternate with it. I love it, and she's got it set on point.
Yep.
The indigo, the blue, and the yellow, it's so
Oh,
stunning.
So pretty.
Now here she did do the solid, the white background for all 3 of those squares in the corner, and you can see what a different look it gives
See
you.
right here, 3 corners, 3 corners. It just looks so different.
It really pulls the
I have this
star
freaking
look
block.
out.
I'm just saying. But I just think it's such a beautiful quilt. And she used 5 of the blocks. So it would be really a simple project to put together. And it's a free download at AccuQuilt.com.
That's
I
right.
just think it's stunning.
All right, the next one up is Go Tumbling Stars.
Yes, Bea Lee from Be a Quilter made this. This is the pattern on the packaging.
Yes, and this is using Northcott fabrics. I love this. This would be a great one. It would be super easy to change up for different holidays, put it into Go Quilt, try out some different colors.
This is one where you can truly see where it looks like a tumbling block.
Yes, and
Those
you
corners.
really get that 3D
Yep,
effect
that
on
black
the
and
corners
gray that's together there.
with the different shades.
Gosh, it's so pretty. And again, she only used 4, and then she used strips between. Strips are part of that Save 25.
Oh, you bet.
Look at that.
All right, now don't forget, we're going to give you a sneak peek of July's Die to Try in just a little bit, so stick around to see what's in store.
I really just want to show them now.
I know, but we can't.
Oh, I know, but
Kill
we
the
can give 'em-
surprise. But we can give away fabric.
We can. Our good friends at Northcott Fabric have this delightful bundle of fabric. And this is for one of the projects.
It is.
You Die to Try.
It's for the project we're going to let you peek at today.
And it's really fun, kind of that. I like this solid, but it kind of has a pattern.
It's got some movement to it, yeah.
And we have 2 of them to give away.
And I love this. You know how I feel about turquoise.
I know.
You know how I feel about turquoise.
All right, the first winner of our Northcott fabric selection is, drum roll please, Sherry S. of Statesboro, Georgia.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I think these are like quarter-yard cuts, but this one is.
Oh,
I
it's
think
more.
It's enough,
Some of them are. I think it'll
it's
make
enough
the
for
sample.
pattern.
I do too.
Okay.
The second winner of a Northcott fabric selection is, drum roll please, Barbara H. from Lansing, Michigan. Congratulations.
Barbara.
Oh.
Huge shout out to Northcott Fabrics for sponsoring today's Bob Bonanza. And you 2 winners of fabric, be sure and share your finished projects
Yes,
with us.
we want
on our
to
social
see.
media. We want to see. All right, quilters, don't forget to beat the heat and the July 1st price increase with the code SAVE25. This promo code will take 25% off cutters, dies, cubes, and bundles. Some exclusions apply. Our new product doesn't apply to this Save 25, so check the website for details. But so many great dies. Today's a great day to stock up on cubes and companion sets.
And Bob's.
And Bob's.
It's a Bob Bonanza, you
Bob
know.
Bonanza. Somebody posted on social media the other day that, ooh, I'm thinking of getting to go big. Today is the day.
Get it today.
Yep.
Plus, you're going to get free shipping when you live in the contiguous U.S. and your order reaches $100 or more. You don't even need a code at checkout to redeem the offer.
This is the last day to get the Go Emojis die bundles and their introductory pricing. Be sure to take advantage of these bundles today. We had so much fun with the emojis, did we not?
did. But you know what you can't order today?
What?
The Go Deer Head.
Oh, yes.
Because it was the die to try for June, and it has sold out.
It has sold out. So think about that, quilters, as we get ready to launch our July die to try. Today's the sneak peek. You want to get it before it's gone. You're going to love it.
You are. So if you love the deer head, if you want to see the deer head come back, be sure you go to AccuQuilt.com. You can vote to bring it back.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
you can.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. I forgot about that.
All right. So we're all about block on boards today. Enough deer. We're all about block on boards
So
today.
do you think maybe, Erica, that our block on board, our new July die to try might be a block on board? I don't know.
Could it be a clue?
It could, maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
Okay.
All right. But we are all about Bob dies today.
We are.
So I feel like we should give a little love to our friend, the pickle dish die today. I don't know. Picnics, pickle dish, it seems like it ought to go together.
Oh, yeah. Be sure and tell us in the
Yeah.
comment section what you're doing.
Yeah.
Deviled eggs is what I've been thinking
Always
about
goes back to
since
fabric
yesterday.
and food.
Just since yesterday. Okay.
Fabric and food.
When this die released, I want you to know I made so many pickled dish
She
blocks
really has.
because it took me a minute. The first couple ones I made, do you remember? You kind of
Yes,
talked me off the ledge
yes,
there.
yes.
This is such an important die to make a test block
Yes.
and read the instructions. Okay.
And it's a classic. This is a classic block.
is.
This block is one that was like a precursor, meaning coming before the
Right.
double wedding ring.
Right.
So,
and I'd never made one because there was no die for that.
right.
Okay.
Right.
So let's lay out the fabric and show you how to do all of the pieces.
All the pieces.
Now, Erica, what are these notch? Oh, here, I'll hold it up.
Oh, hold it up, because this is the key to success, besides having the die to cut it for you.
Yes.
It's the fact that the die cuts those notches. Okay, if you're like me and you are from a garment sewing background, you know that when you're sewing on things like collars and cuffs and putting sleeves in, that you have to cut notches. And normally,
Days.
that means cutting upside down and backwards with your
Yeah.
scissors, right? Up, up, down, up, down. The die does it for you.
Yes.
And these notches are key because they're going to line up with notches on the curved pieces. Don't be afraid of curves. We're going to show you. It's super easy.
And I'm going to give you another tip. We have a whole bunch of tips and tricks, but
Yes.
here's the tip. F is bigger than E. F is white and E is the colors.
And if you look really carefully, you'll see that F is curved this way and E is curved
Right.
this way
And these two shapes, D and DR, they come right here.
on the ends, and
on
they are
the ends.
directional.
And they are. But it's okay, because there's a great video on how to make it.
That's
Okay.
right. Now, let's
Here's-
lay out our
here was
fabric.
kind of my trick. I just cut a square because you need two, right?
Yeah.
Right? So I just cut a square.
There you
and
go.
Then I'm just gonna lay my fabric there, and then B is right here.
He's there.
Again, these were just scraps that I grabbed. I need to make sure we cut 2 of those.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then A is this kind of the middle of the pickle dish,
Kind of a football or melon shape.
Football is a great shape. Okay, and I can cover this because how many layers can I cut in one pass through the cutter?
Up to 6.
Yeah, up to 6, so I only have 4 there.
There you go.
Okay, what did I say about E?
E is one direction.
It's the colors.
The colors.
And then I learned this. Okay, what you want to do is I just follow the instructions. So this is all F, all right? And you need way more of the Fs than you do the Ds and the DR, right? So I came down here, I did this, and then I just brought it over the top.
Oh, you clever girl. Look at that.
Sometimes we get it right.
Sometimes we get it right. So this is on a 10 by 24 die board. You're going to need that 10 by 24 mat.
Yes.
And we're going to go ahead, put that on. That means you're going to be able to cut it with either a Go or a Go Big fabric cutter.
Now, our good friend Anita Amador, who's one of our go-getters, made the most amazing quilt.
Oh my goodness.
Using the Go pickle dish die. She made it look like a cow.
Yes.
And you have to cut. It's a free pattern at AccuQuilt.com.
Yes, and it's got great directions on how to do it.
Oh, sorry.
And we've got a video. Pam's got a video on from a Wednesday show. All of our videos, by the way, live on YouTube. They live on our website, and they live on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can go back and watch these again and again if you want to.
And it's so great because sometimes you forget stuff.
True, very true. Let's get the mat out of here. Okay.
Oh, here I don't need that mat.
No.
We're good for a minute. Okay.
Now I'm going to lay these out, but
You totally should.
we don't get there first.
Oh, heavens no. Heavens no.
There's work before we get there.
Yeah, there's work before.
Here, let's pull it in.
I found, Erica, that when I made this block, okay, quilters, now look, see right here? There is one thread. I am not going to pull that. I'm going to use my little scissors and
There
cut
you
that
go.
one thread. Okay? Sometimes you get a thread. It's okay.
It's okay. All right, Pickle Dish Queen.
Yeah. So what you're going to do is this goes here, right? So we're going to put our square in the corner, and this is going to go here, okay?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to show you this because this is how it's going to work.
Yes.
So see right here, it's going to match those notches, okay?
Right.
And then when we have the football in the middle, show them how it's going to match there.
Yes.
It's a little hard without the seam allowance.
With the seam allowance, right. Trust us. You're going to have to, you trust us by now, don't you?
Process.
You
oh
trust
gosh,
us.
they do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as we create the block, that's how you're going to know, right? That it's going to come to the match those. Now, who never pin, I pinned this. And Erica, who always pins, and we have some great pins on our website.
We do. We have those pretty flower pins. This is a nice
you're-
time to use them.
Yeah, today where you're getting ready to make pickle dishes or add your order. You know, think about that. Like if you're just getting one bob die and you need to get that $100.
Oh,
just
right.
throw we have pins and stabilizer and fusible and
all those things that you need all the time. Now, in case you're wondering, neither Pam or I had ever made a pickle dish die.
Yeah, we had
pickle
not.
dish block until we had a die for that because it is slow and it is inefficient to cut this pickle dish without the die. So here is a look at me trying to do just that.
That's great. Hi, Quilters, I'm Pam.
And I'm Erica.
And we're here today to talk about our Go Pickle Dish die.
That's right.
I love this die. I love the concept of pickle dish. It's kind of an old-fashioned pattern.
Yep.
We have some really great new look for it to make it look more modern. The thing I love about this die is this is the block that it's going to make.
That's right.
Which is such a great, fun block. Now at AccuQuilt, Erica, we always tell our customers we can cut 90% faster than rotary cutters or scissors. So with this die, look at how cool this is. We gave you notches so you can cut and sew your pieces together. We built in that 1/4-inch seam. Everything is going to work together.
And there are a lot of pieces.
There are 32 2 of them. So our cutting challenge today is I am going to cut all of the shapes for the Go Pickle Dish block out of a die, and Erica,
I'm going to cut them with scissors.
now what I've done is I've taken cardstock and I've created templates for you,
Right.
so at least you have a good starting chance. So let's get started.
All right.
Best.
It was. So I was doomed from the beginning, and I knew it. Now, quilters, we've got a couple of tips for you on making this block besides using the die. The first thing you need to note is that the hardest part has truly been done for you. That's the cutting.
That's right. And that includes the notches to make the sewing the curve super easy to sew together.
Yes.
But you're going to want to read and follow the directions so your block goes together straight and there are no Y seams.
That's right. So remember, sewing curves isn't hard. It's just an excuse to buy and make another pin cushion and buy some cute pins on our website.
There you go. All right, so wrapping up the Go Pickle Dish die, here are our top tips. Shape D and D are directional, and they will be on either end of the arcs. You want to follow the directions and sew that outer corner on the arc without the squares first, then sew the side with the squares on the arc. It is important, then it will be working. Press the outside curves towards the corners and the inside curves towards the center of the block.
All right, so
I like this.
yes, so you can see how we've pressed it here.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at some samples, shall we?
We should.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm thinking about pickle dishes.
She is.
Okay, here we
All
go.
right, here is the Go Burst of Sunshine Throw Quilt. This is by Marjorie Busby of Blue Feather Quilt Studios. And these were the Pantone colors of the year last year when she made this for us.
Good job.
Love it.
Good
and
job.
it is a sunny quilt.
Well, and Bea did such a great job because of those 2 shades of gray and the yellows.
This one's Marjorie.
Or Marjorie, I'm sorry, I called her Bea. Sorry, Marjorie. But the top has that triangle and a square from the corners and
Yes.
companion sets, right?
Right.
So when you think of this, right, it makes a 10-inch block, but you could also use your 10-inch cube
Right.
and companion sets to enhance that.
And this is the
So
square
great.
on point
Yeah.
over in the corners. It's
Yep.
really pretty.
And we'll show you the back. The quilting is just swirly. She did a great job.
All right, next up is a big quilt.
It is. I'm going to kind of hold it
Yes.
oddly.
This is the Go Plum Pickle Dish Throw Quilt. It's by Missy Shepler of Shepler Studios. She's used Free Spirit fabric, and the pickle dish blocks are set on point, and so she's used the setting triangles. Again, be sure you pick up your setting triangles. But
10-inch setting triangles, right?
the quilting is amazing on this. This tight little stipple in certain areas, and it mimics the design, and then no quilting through the arcs. It really makes it just jump out at you.
I think it's so great. And look at the back fabric. It's
Isn't that
beautiful.
pretty? And look, she's such
Good
a
job,
smart
Missy.
quilter. She put a sleeve on.
Yeah, thank you, Missy, for putting on sleeves. Okay. Quilters, early in the show, in the spirit of the 4th of July coming up, we asked, what are your plans for the holiday weekend?
Yes.
Besides
Menus,
celebrating my
food.
birthday. food is really the answer, food and sewing.
All right, there's no poll today, so just let us know in the comments section wherever you're streaming from. What are you sewing? What are you eating?
Okay, and do we really need a holiday to eat and sew?
No.
No, I'm just saying. All right, on the topic of July, we are getting ready to reveal the upcoming die to try.
Oh, yes, we are.
Our luncheon on Tuesday, should we do it now?
All right, let's do it. Are you ready, quilters?
Okay.
All right, wait, we've got clues.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
give them a clue.
It is a bob die.
Yes.
So just like all the dies we showed you today, all the shapes to make the block are in one die board, and it is a classic block
Yes.
that is really popular for barn quilts.
That's right. It would make a stunning barn quilt too, with
Yes.
or without a barn.
Because you don't need a barn.
And you can't make this block with a cube because there are some very specialized shapes on this die. In fact, this is a block that is often foundation paper pieced.
Which is sewing upside down and backwards.
Yes, but now we have a die for that, making it so much easier. It is
Right.
the Go Lucky Star.
Look at this block.
Look at this block.
Okay, I want you to
Just
know,
amazing.
I have had so much fun with this block. I have made it in so many
She's just been
different
going to
colors.
town with this one.
And when you think about using Go Quilt to change the colorway, let me tell you, this was the answer. Because
Yes.
I changed the colorway 3 or 4 different times. But this is one of the blocks from the pattern.
Yes.
And so those of you who were lucky enough to win fabric today, this is the block that
This
you
is
can
the
make.
block,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, shall we show them the die?
Let's show them the die.
Okay. All right. This is the Go Lucky Star die. It is on a 6x24 die board. It's going to fit
Yes.
through all of our cutters, including that Go Me. Make sure you have a 6x24 cutting mat.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Okay, so Erica, this is a perfect die to talk about because these 3 shapes are one color, this is one color, this one color, this one color.
Yep.
Now, this is a half square triangle.
Yep.
These are
You
directional.
can see how specialized some of these shapes are.
Yeah,
So
this is.
F is a directional
Yes.
shape.
So you want your fabric to be facing up, half square triangle. What kind of triangle is this, quilters? Why, it is a quarter square triangle because that salvage is going to be, or the lengthwise is going to be on the side, and this is
There
a
you
quarter
go.
square triangle. Now, I have to tell you, listen, I probably should never tell you this, but I mixed these two up. I wasn't reading my instructions right.
Oh.
And one is a half square triangle, one is a quarter square triangle. And when I was putting my block together, it didn't go together right. And I thought, what is happening here? And the answer is,
Which is usually about when she calls me.
and I said, Erica, this is not working. And the reality is you cannot sew a quarter square triangle together like a half square triangle.
Right.
And you should always make a test block.
Yes.
All right. Now, some of you are already thinking in your quilting head, Pam and Erica have shown us the block. We've talked about the die. Let's see our amazing trunk show. No, this is a sneak peek. So we're going to show you one project
One.
today.
You gotta come back
the rest
Tuesday.
Tuesday, 12 noon Central Time for the launch party.
All right.
This
So
is
here it is. This is the Go Mellow Mixer wall hanging. This was designed and created by Terry Vandenbosch of Lizard Creek Quilting. And
she did such a great
recognize these fabrics? This is what was in that bundle that we
Yes.
gave away.
Yes. And there's a little grunge border, so already I love it.
Already.
Okay, so Erica, show them that little block that happens when
So
you put a little sashing.
So
between.
look at this. There's a little 1-inch sashing and a cornerstone that creates this wonderful,
Gosh,
funky pinwheel.
Love it.
Isn't this fun? This is like those big wind turbines. That's what it
Yes.
reminds me of.
Yes, yes.
So this,
Terry lives in Iowa, that makes sense.
yes, exactly,
go.
exactly. So,
And then, wait, we're going to show them the back.
oh, show them the back.
The quilting is just,
And there's the wind.
yeah, across the
There we
prairies
go.
of Iowa. Terry,
So-
great job.
All right, so because we can't just leave you with that, just little taste.
I know.
We've got some EQ8, Electric Quilt 8 examples of pairing up the Lucky Star with the pickle dish die that we just saw.
And
These-
Katie from our marketing team, she did a great job. She loves EQA.
Katie is an EQ8 wizard. So here's the first one. This would be a fun table runner, wouldn't it?
Okay, I have not in my whole quilting head made so many pickle dish dies and thought we should just do 2 together. It looks like half a butterfly.
Yeah. Oh,
Isn't
it
that
does.
pretty? I just think it's beautiful.
It really
And look,
is.
There's the lucky star in the center.
Yes. So let's look at the next one.
Okay, it looks like a critter, like a bear
Like
or
a critter. But it's a green, so like a frog.
Okay, we'll go with frog. That looks
Okay.
beautiful as well. And
An
Katie did a
amphibian.
great job. You put the
Yes.
pickle dish, and then look at how beautiful that block looks in different colors.
So different looking, yeah.
Gosh, oh, I love it.
All right, and then last but not least, we've got a red, white, and blue version in honor of our 4th of July weekend. And look at this. This is really fun. This is a lot more of a classic look to it, I think.
Right.
But wow, that would be a showstopper hanging
And
on your
does it
wall,
not
wouldn't
look
it?
like baseballs for summer, boys of summer?
Oh, okay.
So I would have made the center white, and then it would totally
And then it would look like baseballs. Well, there you go.
Good job, Katie. Thanks for sharing with us. All right, Quilters, it is time for Erica and I to give away the final prize of today. For all of those of you who stood by us to wait for that sneak peek,
Yes.
like we promised, we're giving away July's Die to Try the Go Lucky Star Die to one lucky registered viewer.
Yes, we are. And without further ado, the winner of a Go Lucky Star Die is, drum roll please, it's Bonnie L. of Clarkdale, Arizona. Congratulations, Bonnie.
You're going to love this die.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, it's so
much fun.
All right, Quilters, be sure to join Erica and I again next Tuesday, July 5th at 12 noon Central Time for the new Die to Try launch party called Go Stargazing.
We'll be showing all the Lucky Star Die tips and tricks and patterns to help inspire your next projects. Now be sure to register for the event on our events page for a chance to win. That's how you win door prizes.
That's how you win. Okay, that's not all.
That's not all.
We simply couldn't help ourselves. So we have Go Lucky Star bundles that you can get today, and they are ready to ship today. So now to get your order in during the show, you'll want to open up a new tab in your browser, type in AccuQuilt.com/party, go to the site and place your order.
So the first bundle that we've got for you is the Go Lucky Star 10-inch finished die with a Go cutting mat. It's all you need, just add a cutter and fabric.
And a great scrap buster this die is.
Yes.
The next bundle is the Go Lucky Bob die bundle. It includes the new Go Lucky Star 10-inch finished die, 6x24 cutting mat, the Crossroads, which finishes to 9 inches, the Pickle Dish, which finishes to 10 inches, the Goose Tracks, which finishes to 9 inches, and that amazing Go Carpenter's Wheel die that finishes to 18 inches and a 10x24 cutting mat. This bundle is particularly special because it features the bobs that we've talked about today, plus the new die to try.
That's right. But last but not least, we've got the Go Peace Star Die Bundle. Now this is going to come with the Go Lucky Star, the 6x24 cutting mat, plus the Go Starry Path, one of our favorites.
Oh, it is.
The Go Rising Star, Lynn Gibney's favorite.
It is.
And the Go Morning Star, another top die.
I bet it's my top 3.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that die.
Now this bundle is perfect for adding other starry dies to your collection in addition to this die to try, so you can make your quilts shine brightly.
Now, we have some big news.
We do.
In the past, our Die to Try program has been exclusive, meaning you could only get the dies released under the program at AccuQuilt.com. Today, we are thrilled to announce that you can now purchase our Die to Try series dies at our amazing retailers.
That's right. You can find many of our products at your local AccuQuilt retailer. So to find the retailer that's closest to you to shop, check out the store locator. It's at the top of the page at AccuQuilt.com.
You're going to love it. All right, Quilters, don't forget, we have a promo code, SAVE25, that will work till midnight Central Time. It'll take 25% off cutters, dies, cubes, and bundles. Make the most of that offer today because tomorrow that price increase begins.
That's right.
Again, some exclusions apply. If it's new product that we've shown you in the last couple of months, it's going to be excluded, so check the website for details.
Now remember, you're going to get free shipping if you live in the contiguous U.S. and your order reaches $100 or more. No code is needed to add to your order to get that to work for you. So you're all set to go.
All right, remember, you can quilt now, pay later, get financing today at AccuQuilt.com/financing.
All right, it's time for us to go do all the things that you do to get ready for a holiday weekend. And so We hope you enjoyed all of today's Bob tips, tricks, and inspiration, and that you're as excited as we are about the early release of July's die to try, the Go Lucky Star Die.
Hey, quilters, thanks so much for tuning in today on a Thursday. If you've been waiting for our show to end before you buy, now is the time. Here's the link. Get everything you need while items are available to ship. That Save 25 code is going to work. You're going to get free shipping if it's $100 more and you live in the contiguous U.S.
That's right.
And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time.
So you can quilt more.
Happy 4th of July. We'll
See you Tuesday.